Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to bind this SR315 receiver. Now, just as the intro said, I'm going to show you how to bind this SR315 receiver here. Now this receiver is a dual protocol receiver, and you'll see located right here on the side, it says SLT and DSMR. So binding up these two different radios has two different procedures, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Before we do that, I want to make sure you know that there is a bind button that's located on the receiver that has those that has the Spectrum emblem on it. So that way you know where that button is located. We're going to be using this button to bind both of these transmitters. So we're going to start with the Spectrum radio, the more traditional style. Now I have gone ahead and booted this up. You will push the roller in and go down to the bind frame rate option. Then you can go down here to bind. Now you will need to select the frame rate that is on your radio first, and 11 milliseconds does just fine for almost everybody. You'll notice that on the transmitter it says put the receiver into bind mode, then select bind. So that's very important as far as the order that you're going to be using that in. We're going to hold down the bind button and power up the receiver. Once this is powered up, you'll notice that light is blinking rapidly. That's indicating to you that that is now into bind mode. Now we'll select the bind, and you'll see that this will work pretty quickly in binding up the transmitter and receiver. Once the transmitter reboots, then it is good to go. Now if you get a bind failed on this transmitter, just try and rebind it again. Sometimes being too close to the receiver will cause that issue. Now it's also a little known fact that you can bind this receiver by powering up the receiver first. You just have to push that bind button in within a short period of time after it's been powered. Now we'll go ahead and power up the receiver, and then we're going to hold down this button just like if we were going to do it the other way, and that light will begin blinking rapidly, indicating it's in the bind mode. Press the bind button on the transmitter, and again this should be pretty quick. Once the transmitter reboots, the bind is successful. Binding the SR315 radio to something like this SLT3 radio works very similarly to the way that I just showed you. And this time we're going to power up the receiver, and we're going to give 3 short presses to this button, and then the light will begin blinking, and simply power on this transmitter. Once that light goes solid on the receiver, that bind is now complete. If that light doesn't go solid, it means that either you held down the button instead of the 3 short presses, or maybe the transmitter and receiver are too short. Now you'll notice how close these are together, and that didn't seem to have any effect whatsoever. That's just reports from the instruction manual and the people at Horizon on binding errors. The last time I featured this little test box on one of my videos, I did get a question about where that came from. That test box is a 3D printed component. I did run this on my 3D printer, and this basically has the basic items that you need to diagnose a radio-controlled vehicle with the servo, a motor, a receiver, a battery, and a speed controller. Now, I did use a block of wood for many, many years, but after having developed some design skills and purchasing a 3D printer, I found that this was a great use of my time and energy. Well guys, I hope you have enjoyed watching how to bind up this SR315 receiver. This is a pretty short video this week, but I hope it's beneficial nonetheless. If it has been, consider giving me a thumbs up, a subscription, and don't forget to hit that bell. I mention this in all of my videos. If you're not hitting that bell, you're not getting notified of new content. So make sure you go back and do that for all of your subscriptions. Well, that's going to wrap it up, and I hope to see you in the next one.